The right in the GOP is going absolutely crazy over the fact that Stephen Colbert has been tapped to fill the CBS late night post, which is originally obviously held by David Letterman. David Letterman is retiring next year. And they seem to think that because Stephen Colbert does an amazing impersonation of a right-wing host, he's going to bring that to his late night thing. And these right-wingers have had some crazy stuff to say about it. So even before the news hit that Colbert is going to be replacing David Letterman when he retires, Bill O'Reilly frantically declared that Colbert is responsible for the destruction of America. And what's so great about the Colbert Report and why I believe it's so effective is because the satire is so crazy that if you didn't know that it was satire, it could easily be mistaken for any other show, any other right-wing TV show. So Bill O'Reilly goes on and he attacks Stephen Colbert, but he is not the only one. Rush Limbaugh said that Colbert's promotion was an assault on the heartland of America, prompting millions of Heartlanders to scurry to their bomb shelters with multiple firearms, canned goods, and bottled water. He said it represents a redefinition of comedy because apparently Stephen Colbert is the first person to ever do satire in the history of comedy. And it's also a redefinition of what's funny. That is true, Rush. Comedy has been redefined to mean something that actually makes people laugh. Wow. And after numerous attempts to identify the full extent of the outrage, Breitbart editor Ben Shapiro also weighed in on this fake controversy. And he landed on this metaphor. In making a career out of a pitch-perfect conservative pundit mockery, Stephen Colbert was guilty of no less than the moral equivalent of vile political blackface. Clever wordsmith Shapiro called this conservative face, a neodualism that seems destined to catch on. Ben Shapiro has gone as far, he has his feelings hurt so bad by Stephen Colbert doing satire that he's going to compare it to blackface. We know where that's going to head up. I'll tell you one thing, if you keep comparing things like that to blackface, good luck getting the African American community to come out and vote for Republicans in the next election. So no word on whether Stephen Colbert is the Antichrist at this point. But a few years back, a little outfit called Christfire did imply that they were calling Colbert Stalin-esque, Hitler-esque, and a bigger threat to America than Islamic terrorism. You've been warned, liberals. Stephen Colbert is a bad idea. And frankly, folks, if anyone has actually seen Stephen Colbert's personality as himself, not Stephen Colbert, the host of the Colbert Report, he's a totally different person. I think he's great for the role. He's got a good voice. He can sing. One of the Jimmy Fallon's big things that he's all about on his show is that he loves having the musical guests on and singing along with them and doing that fun stuff. I think that Stephen Colbert could give him a run for his money. Jimmy Fallon is probably the biggest competition. Jimmy Kimmel gets a viral hit every once in a while on YouTube doing his man on the street things. But week after week, you're seeing stuff from Jimmy Fallon going viral on YouTube. So I think that's what Stephen Colbert is going to have to compete with. And I don't think anyone has to worry that it's going to be the Colbert Report round 2.